Hi, John. This year we're really excited to be in the Division One. We're excited to have new competition and play more games on turf, definitely.
How about some of the quality players you have coming back? How many did you graduate, and what kind of numbers you have coming back?
Last year we graduated 8, I think, and a majority of them were starters. And this year, so far on the roster, we have 41 people. A lot are incoming freshmen, so some of them will be sending down to the junior high team.
41. Whew, those are big numbers. Coach Duda has 124 on the football team, but 41 for field hockey. That is a big number. Well, we have several girls to get with this morning. Talk a little bit about Lauren Mullery before we get her in here.
Lauren's a great player. She's been the part of the backbone of our defense since she was a freshman. Her sister, Leah, will be going to Lehigh this year, but Lauren's sticking with us, so we're excited to see what she can do at the backfield.
All right, let's welcome in Lauren Mullery here on the John Mendola Show. And Lauren, let's talk a little bit about heading into your junior year and what it's going to be like on the defensive end there for Holy Redeemer.
Hi. Well, it's going to be pretty difficult because we need some people to step up and fill the spots that we're missing from this year. So, yeah.
Well, you are a member of the Electric Surge, so you do some travel, field hockey. Talk about what that's like, all the busyness all year round with that.
Yeah, it's really exciting because we get to go different places and play in different tournaments. So there's lots of different competition.
Well, you come from a big family. Coach mentioned your older sister, Leah. Let's talk about your 2 younger siblings.
Oh, yeah, I have a brother, Liam. He's 12. He plays a couple sports, and same with Loudon.
All right, so they're kind of busy. I'm sure they try to get out to your games and support you a little bit. In school, you enjoy science. Talk about what you like about it.
I like science because hopefully my major will be marine biology, environmental science, stuff like that.
And down the road, you'd like to play field hockey in college. Now, your sister's going to Lehigh. Do you have any interest in going to a similar place, or is that not a major at Lehigh?
I don't think I'd want to go to Lehigh because Leah wouldn't really want to play with me again. But, yeah, I'm looking at different schools, narrowing down my options.
Let's talk about your parents and grandparents as role models for you.
Yeah, definitely. They're always at my games supporting, so they're my number one fans.
And as far as playing other teams, there's a lot of good competition. You like playing Lake Lehman?
Yeah. We've been playing them. We played them the past 2 years, I think. So we're gonna have lots of big competition this year. So we have to come out ready to play every game.
All right, Lauren. Well, we wish you the best of luck. We appreciate you coming in today.
Thanks.
All right, Lauren Mullery there from the Holy Redeemer field hockey team. Let's get back over to Coach Mara McCormick. And Mara, let's talk about our next player, Kayla Seraphin, what she's all about.
Kayla Seraphin is one of our fastest midfielders. She's a really great player. She's small, but she's mighty. We used to call her Little Kayla. It's going to be tough to switch her name to regular Kayla this year.
All right. Well, she is a junior. We welcome in Kayla Seraphin here on the John Mendola Show. And Kayla, let's talk about your speed. Something you think that's natural, or you try to work on it?
Well, it's kind of both. I mean, it's natural, but you got to just work on it. Run 2 miles every weekend. Put in the work.
Put in the extra stuff that maybe sometimes some of the other players or people on other teams don't want to do. Let's talk about your team and the dedication that you have from your teammates. You feel like everybody's on the same page?
Yeah, I mean, everybody gives 110%. We all work very hard. Every player on the team is very dedicated. Yeah.
And let's talk about playing midfield. A lot of running in that.
Yes, lots of running. Not only do you have to play offense, but you have to be back for defense, and you have to be very quick.
Who will be some of those goal scorers this year?
Kaiten Fahey, McKenna Dolan, Addison Bilski, hopefully me. Yeah.
All right, I think they're hoping at you too. So get that full team effort. Let's talk about the siblings that you have in your family.
Yes, I have 2. Lauren Seraphin, she's 19 years old, goes to St. Vincent College up in Latrobe. And I have a younger sister who's going to be a freshman this year. Her name's Taylor, and she's 14.
Any field hockey for her?
No, she's a cross-country runner.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the classroom, doing well there in the classroom, what you like about Holy Redeemer and some of your favorite subjects.
Holy Redeemer is a great school. My favorite subject is science and math.
And you're doing well with a 3.7 grade point average, so that's a positive thing. Now, down the road, you're thinking about going to college and maybe playing field hockey?
Yep.
All right, pretty cool. Let's talk about your mom as an inspiration for you and some of your cousins, why they're role models.
Well, my mom, I hope to be like her when I'm older. She's always she's just really like always trying, and she's just a great person, and I really hope to be like her when I'm older.
How about the cousins?
My cousins, they're amazing athletes, and I hope that I could be successful like them when I'm older.
Do we know any of them around here?
One's a soccer player, Shane Sims. He's going to college, but he's amazing. Like, I've never seen anybody play soccer like him before.
And what school does Shane go to?
He goes to Pittston area. He's going to college now, Wells College in New York.
Good for him. That's awesome. Well, Kayla, we appreciate you coming in today. Nice to hear your story, and have a great season.
Thanks.
All right, continuing the conversation with the Holy Redeemer field hockey team here on the John Mendola Show. Let's get back over to Coach McCormick. And Coach, Addie Bilski's with us. Tell us about Addie.
Addie will be an incoming sophomore. Last year, she made a name for herself right away. And this year, I know she's been working really hard all summer with Club Electric Surge, doing different tournaments and playing in different summer leagues. So I'm excited to see what new tricks she learned for this fall.
New tricks. That's what you like to hear. Absolutely. Addie Bilski, welcome into the show. And let's talk a little bit about your excitement for this season as a sophomore.
Well, yeah, I'm really excited. Everyone gives 110% all the time. So I'm excited to play the different teams and get a lot of good games and good competition.
Let's talk about the forward position, being able to score or get the ball over to somebody who can put it in the cage. Who are some of those players that you think will be contributors at Holy Redeemer?
Yeah, definitely Kaiten, Fahey, Kayla Seraphin, McKenna, Lexi Famonti, hopefully me. There's a lot of girls that could definitely chip in to get some good points in there.
Electric Surge as well. So let's talk about the fun you had with your teammates doing the travel field hockey.
Yeah, it's a great time. I love traveling. You get to see lots of different places. You get to meet a lot of different kids. You get to play a bunch of different teams, get good competition from that too.
Well, your role models, you put down grandparents and parents, so tell us a story about any of them or why they're inspirational to you.
Well, yeah, they always give really good advice to me whenever I need it, really. My dad's never missed a game since 3rd grade, I think. Neither is my mom. So all of them are always there for me, always supportive. So it's really great.
All right. And how about the work ethic of your team this year? What do you expect during camp? Do you have 2-a-day practices? Will you have one long practice? How will it work?
Yeah, we'll have 2-a-day practices for about 2 weeks, I think. So we'll have a lot of playing time together, so we'll get used to it before the season starts.
All right. Stay hydrated, will you?
Yes, of
All
course.
right. Going to get hot this coming week. Addie Bilski there from the Holy Redeemer field hockey team. Still got a couple more girls we're going to talk to. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back. Again, thank you so much for joining us each and every Saturday here on the John Mendola Show from now until June 8th of 2019. Of course, you can check us out every single day online, thejohnmendolashow.com. You can subscribe on YouTube. You get to see an interview every day of a local athlete or a coach. So all good things coming your way. We're going to take a time out now. Let's head over to our local State Farm insurance agent, Frank Sorokach. Break like a good neighbor. Frank Sorokach in Tunkhannock is there. We'll be back on WILK. Welcome back to the John Mendola Show, WILK. 10:24 in the morning as we talk field hockey. Coming up, Denny Dowds from East Stroudsburg University. He's still at it. We'll get with him coming up. But let's continue the conversation with Mara McCormick and the field hockey team. And Coach, let's talk about getting together and getting some unofficial workouts in over the summer, making sure everybody's in shape. And as you come into the season, they have the Heat Act week coming up, for the football players and different things like that. But let's talk about, you feel like your girls are in shape here in the summer. You give them a little, hey, go run for a couple of miles. Let's make sure we're ready to go.
Yep, this year I kind of took a step back and let the team lead themselves. So they've been running their own conditioning, usually in the gym with the rain or the heat that we've had. And then they've been doing a lot of lifting. So I'm hoping to see some big gains with them.
All right. McKenna Dolan is going to be a senior this season. So tell us about what you expect out of her. I'm sure there'll be some leadership you'll lean on her for.
Definitely with McKenna. I've coached her through Holy Redeemer for the past 2 years, and this will be her senior year. She's already committed to college, so it's excited to see how she will lead the team and take everything.
That's what you want to hear, is a little bit of leadership, and playing at the next level is always fun. McKenna Dolan here on the John Mendola Show. Welcome in.
Thanks so much for having me.
Well, it's your senior year. Let's first get that college thing over with. Tell us about where you're going and why you're going there.
I'm going to Fairfield University. It's a great university. We have a lot of great girls from PA going there that I got to meet actually over the summer. We have 8 coming in from my grade, the 2019s, and I love both the coaches, Coach Hillary Fitz and our head coach, Coach Kane, but absolutely love the college and everything about it, and everyone's so welcoming there.
Let's talk about what were some of the other schools in the mix, and then what was the deciding factor? Said, okay, Fairfield's for me.
Well, I looked at a few great colleges in PA. I was looking at Villanova and Bucknell and possibly St. Francis, but Fairfield just really stuck out to me as being where I wanted to spend the rest of my 4 years of college.
We talked with Coach McCormick about the workouts and the leadership factor. What did you see this summer from your team? Did you feel like they were pretty dedicated?
I saw a lot of girls stepping up and willing to really work harder in this Division I league this year, and I'm sure we have a lot of big shoes to fill and great girls, very talented, and we'll definitely have a lot of girls stepping in and filling those spots, and yeah.
We always hear about the disadvantages of playing on grass, but for you almost have to welcome it when you do play on grass. What's it like for your team?
We definitely acquired an advantage over the turf teams that always play on turf, so we get that extra little bounce or being able to tip it on cage, so yeah. Knowing
where some of those divots are in the field.
Definitely.
As far as other sports, you play some softball as well?
Yeah, I've played track and field 9th and 10th grade year, and I decided to switch to softball this year, and we did pretty well this year.
Yeah, another great year there at Holy Redeemer. Let's talk a little bit about the classroom where you do a great job. 3.815 grade point average. You enjoy the science area, so talk about being a student at Holy Redeemer.
Yeah, I got to take anatomy this year, and I absolutely loved it. I'm looking to take some harder classes next year, maybe some AP, but I'm not 100% sure. But I have to balance and be able to manage my homework and play a little field hockey, and
Let's talk about that role model, Kat Sharkey, incredible player from our area and a great woman.
Yeah, absolutely. She's incredible. I always look up to her. She's a great Olympian. She always gives 110%, and she always focuses on trying to work around the defenders and get that ball in cage.
Yep, got to interview her during high school, and now she's an Olympian, and so proud of what she has done, and all our other young ladies, Kelsey Kolajczyk and Paige Zielinski, and many other successful young ladies here in northeastern Pennsylvania. And McKenna, you're following line and going to a very good school in Fairfield, so we wish you the best, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, McKenna Dolan here on the John Mendola Show, and again, we get to see all the success our field hockey players do in our area, and thanks to coaches like Coach McCormick here at Holy Redeemer, continuing with some great talent here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Coach, let's talk about who our next young lady is. Who are we going to be talking about?
Kaiten Fahey. Last year we had a great, strong group of veteran players, and Kaiten stepped right into that group. She was a freshman starter, so this year as a junior, we're really expecting great things out of her from the midfield.
All right, let's welcome in Kaiten Fahey here on the John Mendola Show. Kaiten, let's talk about your position, midfield. Talk about all the running, and you feel like you're in shape this year?
I do feel like I'm in shape this year, but honestly, I love playing midfield because I get to be part of the forward line, but also be back for the defense. So it's a lot of fun being able to go back and forth, but you just have to be in a really good shape for it, but it's part of the work ethic, and I love it.
Stick skills, let's talk about things that you try to do to make sure your game's at a high level. What are some things you've done this past summer?
I tend to just take every chance I get. I work with my team. We always like to go to the field, just plan stuff. But whenever I can, just even go in the backyard and just hit the ball around, whatever I can do just to work on my skill.
I see that the yoga club is something that you do. Is that something with the team, something you do outside of the school?
It's a school club, but there are some field hockey players who do it. It's just really fun to do, so I can stay stretched and just healthy throughout the season.
I haven't heard too many people say yoga is fun. They say it's really, really tough, but they know that it does make them better. That's for sure. But I'm glad that you're doing something else other than just field hockey, because that'll keep you going. I see you do track and field as well. Talk about some events you compete in there.
Track and field is a fun sport to play, if you can call it a sport. It just keeps me in shape. I do either the 100-meter hurdles or the 100-meter dash, whichever my coach puts me in that day. But I also do the 300 hurdles and the 4x4, and this year I made it to the state championship for the 300 hurdles, which was fun.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Couple siblings for you, a little bit older. Tell us about both of them.
They're amazing. Like, they're the most fun siblings to have, and they teach me so much. My brother Chad, he's 21, and he's just the best role model I could ever ask for. He's amazing. And then same with my brother Cade. He's like my best friend. Like, we just mess around with each other all the time.
All right. Well, sounds like you got the right combo there with your brothers and what's going on, and sounds like you're going to have a positive year. Keep up the good work in the classroom, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Kate and Fahey and the rest of the Holy Redeemer Lady Royals field hockey team, appreciate Coach McCormick bringing them in, and they'll get ready for the season, that's for sure. We come back, we're going to talk a lot of football. Danny Dowds, Mike Brannon, Mark Watson. We got a bunch of guys coming up, a little cross-country Misericordia University as well. Let's take a timeout. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent. I want to welcome Melissa Walter from Shavertown. Again, like a good neighbor, give Melissa Walter a call in Shavertown. We'll be back here on WILK.